My brother stood up at our mother's funeral. The room went quiet. He adjusted the microphone, looked at me. Alice, he said, there's something you need to know. I didn't know it yet. But everything I believed about my life was a lie. Let me start from the beginning. My mother Helen was the kind of woman who collected people. The kind who remembered your birthday, your child's name, your favorite cookie. I loved her. She was the only one who made me feel like I belonged. And now she was gone. I sat in the front row, between my father Walter and my brother Bradley. We didn't speak. We hadn't spoken much in years. Bradley and I were never close. He was the golden child, the biological one. I was adopted, or so I thought. The service was beautiful. Soft music, white flowers, a photo of her smiling. The pastor spoke about her kindness, her generosity, her faith. Then Bradley walked to the podium, adjusted the microphone. I want to share something about my mother, he said. Helen was a wonderful woman, selfless, loving. But she had secrets. I felt my stomach tighten, things she never told anyone. Bradley looked directly at me. Alice, you should probably listen closely. My heart started pounding. Mother wasn't just sick at the end. She was scared. Not of dying. Of the truth coming out. Before she passed, she told me something. Something she made me promise to reveal at her funeral. The room was silent. Then he said it. He said I was never adopted. And my father didn't deny it. The room erupted. Whispers. Gasps, people turning to look at me. I stood up. My legs were shaking. You're lying. I wish I was. I looked at my father. Dad? He finally looked up. His eyes were wet. It's true, Alice. I felt the floor fall out from under me. The woman I called mother. The woman I loved. The only person who made me feel like I belonged. I didn't know who I was or where I came from. I walked out of the church. I didn't look back. The cold air hit my face. I stood outside, shaking. My phone buzzed. Bradley. I didn't answer. Then a text. Mom left something for you. With the lawyer. You should go. I deleted it. I got in my car and drove. I didn't know where. I just drove. Hours later, I found myself at a diner. The kind my mother used to take me to. I sat in a booth, ordered coffee, stared at the window. The waitress brought the coffee. You okay, hun? No. She didn't ask again. I sat there for 2 hours. Then I called Diana, the family lawyer. Diana, it's Alice. I know, I've been waiting for your call. What did Bradley mean? A long pause. Alice, we should meet in person. Just tell me. Your mother left a letter. For you. Sealed. She said to give it to you after the funeral. No matter what. What does it say? I haven't read it. It's addressed to you. But Alice, your mother loved you. Whatever you learned today, remember that. I don't know what to believe anymore. I know. Come to my office tomorrow. 10 a.m. I agreed. Then I hung up and cried. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying Bradley's words. You weren't adopted. You were taken. What did that mean? Taken by who, from who? I found an old photo album in my closet. Pictures of my childhood. Birthdays, vacations, holidays. My mother smiling. My father beside her. Bradley making faces. I looked happy. But was any of it real? I didn't know anymore. The next morning, I drove to Diana's office. It was warm, wood-paneled, books everywhere. She handed me an envelope, my mother's handwriting. For Alice, open after I'm gone. My hands were shaking. I opened it. My dearest Alice. By now, Bradley has told you something. Probably not the whole truth. Yes, I brought you home from the hospital. Yes, there was no legal adoption. But I didn't steal you, Alice. I saved you. Your biological mother was my patient. Her name was Margaret. She was 16 years old. Pregnant. Alone. Her family had disowned her. The father was married. He wanted nothing to do with the baby. Margaret begged me to help her. She couldn't raise you. But she also couldn't bear the thought of you going into the system. So she asked me to take you, to raise you as my own. There was no paperwork because Margaret refused to sign anything. She said she wanted to pretend you were never born. So we agreed to keep it a secret. For her sake. For yours. Margaret passed away 10 years later. Car accident. I never told you because I didn't want you to feel abandoned twice. I know Bradley will make this sound like a crime. But it wasn't. It was love. Your biological mother loved you enough to let you go, and I loved you enough to keep you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I was afraid. I hope you can forgive me. Love, Mom. I read it twice. My mother didn't steal me. She saved me. But Bradley didn't know the full story. Or maybe he did. I looked at Diana. Is there more? Diana hesitated. There's something else. Something your mother discovered before she died. What? Your biological mother, Margaret, she wasn't just a patient. She was your father's sister. My blood ran cold. What? Margaret was Walter's younger sister. Your mother found letters in the attic. Correspondence between Margaret and Walter from 34 years ago. Your father knew Margaret was pregnant. He knew she was giving you up, and he never told you. So Bradley isn't just your adoptive brother. He's your cousin. The room spun. And Bradley knows. He found the letters before your mother died. That's why he did what he did at the funeral. I drove to Bradley's house. He lived in a nice neighborhood. Big house. Nice car. Everything he always had. I knocked. He opened the door. Alice, did you know? Know what? About Margaret. About her being Dad's sister. About us being cousins. His face went pale. So you did know? Alice, let me explain. You stood up at our mother's funeral. You called her a thief. You humiliated her memory. And you knew the truth. She was going to tell everyone. I had to control the narrative. Control the narrative. She was your mother. She wasn't my mother. She was yours. You were always her favorite. I stared at him. You're jealous of me. She left everything to you, Alice. The house, the savings, everything. I got nothing. Because you didn't need anything. You have a career, a family, a house. She loved you more. And I wanted to destroy that. I wanted everyone to know she wasn't perfect. You're pathetic. Maybe. But the truth is out now. Everyone knows she took you. She didn't take me. She saved me. And you know it. He didn't answer. Stay away from me, Bradley. Stay away from my family. What family? You have no one. I looked at him. I have my mother's memory. That's more than you'll ever have. I turned and walked away. On the drive home, I thought about everything. My mother wasn't a thief. She was a savior. My father wasn't just my father. He was my uncle. My brother wasn't just my brother. He was my cousin. And Bradley. Bradley was a liar who destroyed our mother's memory because he was jealous. I didn't know if I could ever forgive him. I didn't know if I wanted to. 3 months later, I sold the house. Not because I needed the money. Because I couldn't live there anymore. Too many memories. Too many lies. I bought a small bungalow on the other side of town. I kept one thing. My mother's rocking chair. The one she used to sit in when she read to me. I placed it by the window. I wrote a letter to Margaret, my biological mother. I never sent it, but I wrote it. I told her I understood. I told her I wasn't angry. I told her I hoped she found peace. Then I burned it. Watched the smoke rise. I forgave her, and I forgave my mother. But I didn't forgive Bradley. Some things can't be undone. Walter called me on Christmas. He wanted to see me. He wanted to apologize. I said no. You kept the truth from me for 34 years. You let me believe I was adopted when I was actually related to you. You let Bradley humiliate Mom at her funeral. I was scared, Alice. So was I, but I didn't destroy anyone's life because of it. I hung up. I started therapy. A grief counselor who specialized in family trauma. She helped me understand that I wasn't responsible for anyone's choices, but my own. I didn't choose to be born to a 16-year-old. I didn't choose to be raised by a woman who loved me but lied to me. I didn't choose a brother who hated me for being loved. But I could choose how to move forward. I chose to heal. I also reached out to Irene, my mother's sister. We had never been close. But after the funeral, she called me. I knew about Margaret, she said. I wanted to tell you. But Helen made me promise not to. Why are you telling me now? Because you deserve to know the whole truth. And because I'm tired of secrets. We talked for 3 hours. She told me stories about Margaret. About the kind of person she was. About how much she regretted giving me up. She loved you, Alice. She just couldn't raise you. I cried, she cried. We made plans to have dinner. For the first time in months, I felt hopeful. 1 year later, I visited my mother's grave. I brought white flowers, her favorite. I sat on the grass and talked to her. I'm okay, Mom. I understand now. You did what you thought was right. I wish you had told me, but I'm not angry anymore. I forgive you. A bird landed on the headstone, stayed for a moment, then flew away. I smiled. Was that you? The wind blew, the trees swayed. I stood up, brushed off my dress. I'll visit again soon. I walked to my car. I didn't look back. That evening, I got a letter from Bradley, handwritten, full of excuses, justifications. I was hurt. I was angry. I made a mistake. No real apology. I folded the letter, put it in a drawer. I didn't need it. I thought about the woman I used to be. The one who believed family was everything. I'm not her anymore. I've learned that family isn't just blood. It's who shows up, who tells the truth, who loves you even when it's hard. My mother showed up. She just couldn't tell the truth. My father didn't.